Hello, welcome to the Premier League Invitational. We'll be with you for the next 5 days to find out who is the best FIFA player in the Premier League. All 20 Premier League clubs represented by either a player from their squad or a celebrity fan. We've already had one game. We've got 3 big games to go. I'm Adam Smith. I will be joined by Joe Thompson and Harry Panero to guide you through all 5 days of action. Joe, another big game on the way today.
Yeah, we've already seen one big game and it was a crushing defeat. We'll come on to that in just a second. But a quick reminder to stay home and save lives. The prize fund for the Premier League Invitational is going to be donated to the Players Together initiative. So that is great to see. Let's just have a look at that first result then, because it was a big one. Neil Maupay beat John McGinn 6-1. Brighton hammering Aston Villa in the inaugural game of the EPL Invitational. Next up, we've got Arsenal against Watford. Then we've got Burnley, West Ham, and finally the South Coast Derby, Bournemouth versus Southampton. Let's just have a look at who is representing who. We've got Josh Franceschi, our first celebrity player from You Me at 6, taking on Watford's Nathaniel Chalobah. Then we've got Dwight McNeil representing Burnley against West Ham's Ryan Fredericks. And the final game of the day sees one of the tournament favourites in Philip Billing face off against the relatively unknown quantity that is Angus Gunn. The first game was a blockbuster, Smithy. I'm hoping for more of the same in the second. But do you want to just explain the rules for people at home that are just joining the stream?
Yeah, of course, these are the all-important rules you need to be aware of for the EPL Invitational. It is a straight knockout tournament. You lose one match, easy for me to say, and your whole tournament is over. It does take place over 5 days. Each round consists of just one single matchup. Every single Premier League club is represented by either a player or a celebrity fan. The draw took place yesterday. Jamie Redknapp did that and his son Bo. Day 1, there are 4 round 1 qualifying matches. We then go into the last 16 on days 2 and 3, and the quarterfinals take place on day 4. Both semi-finals and the final will take place on Saturday, our 5th and final day. Games will consist of 2 6-minute halves. In the event of a draw, we will go to golden goal. The result determined by golden goal. That's if the match is tied after 90 minutes. And importantly as well, every Premier League squad will be 85 rated in kickoff mode as they battle on the PS4 to find out who is the best player in the league.
Here we can see the draw in full then, as we mentioned earlier, Brighton progressing past Aston Villa thanks to Neil Maupay's superb performance. They'll face either Bournemouth or Southampton in the round of 16. The rest of the ties, though, are looking really tasty. Man United versus Liverpool were first out of Jamie Redknapp's hat yesterday. We've got Tottenham Newcastle, Chelsea Everton. We've got Raheem Sterling versus Zaha in Palace versus City, Wolves Leicester, and tournament favourite Todd Cantwell taking on Lys Mousset of Sheffield United. I'm so excited by all of these games, Smithy. Having watched Neil Maupay, how far do you think he can go in the tournament?
Do you know what's interesting, actually? I was chatting to David Myler, who, of course, former Premier League player himself, big FIFA player, and he was saying that it's such a good squad of players that it's very hard to call. But he did say Neil Maupay, he knows, plays a lot of FIFA, and he is one to beat, is how he described Neil Maupay. And looking at him in the first game, 6-1, I think it was 4-0 up after a very early period of time. I think he is going to be, I think you're going to have a very good day to beat Neil Maupay, Joe. I think he is definitely going to be one to beat. Any other names you think? Billing, I know, is on a lot of people's list. Cantwell as well.
Yeah, Billing and Cantwell, obviously hotly tipped as the 2 favourites for the competition. But Trent Alexander-Arnold as well, he'll be facing off against another celebrity player, Tom Grennan. I'm sure he'll be rubbing his hands to face Manchester United this early. So I think keep your eye on Trent Alexander-Arnold and then obviously the 2 tournament favourites, Billing and Cantwell as well.
Yeah, I think we can speak to our players for our next game. So don't forget, this is day 1 and this is our second matchup from round 1. It will be Arsenal against Watford. Representing Arsenal, Josh Franceschi from You Me at 6. There he is. It is Arsenal top. Josh, how are you? Looking forward to this?
I am, yeah. Feeling good. Yeah, I mean, I always knew I was going to play for Arsenal, so here I am doing it. It's about time.
Love it. So before we talk about FIFA, let's talk about your love for Arsenal because, of course, we've got 18 Premier League players and just 2 celebrity players. You're one of 2 celebrity players, yourself and Tom Grennan. So tell us about your love for Arsenal. How long have you been an Arsenal fan for?
I've been an Arsenal fan since my dad took me to my first game when I was 6 months, years of age. He took me on like one of those forward-facing backpack baby holder things, and been a season ticket at the Emirates now for the last sort of 8 years, 9 years. And yeah, like most things, with most reasons why people get into football is through my family, and yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it? You sort of get brought into football that way.
Love that. So proper Arsenal fan. You've got the jersey on, season ticket holder, as you said. So let's talk FIFA now. You're a bit of an unknown quantity in this because Joe and I were talking earlier. We've seen a lot of these footballers play FIFA. We've seen them online. We know that we've got an idea of how some of them are like at FIFA, but we don't know what you're like at FIFA. So give us an insight into what you like at the game.
Well, I'm actually in a group with many of my mates, and we're playing online together at the moment. And I'm not even remotely in the top 10 of that lot, so I don't know why I'm representing Arsenal. But I did play in a FIFA 13 Celebrity Cup in 2013, and I got into the final against Luis Enrique. So maybe there's something in that. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm not feeling too confident.
Love that. I love his honesty. Not feeling too confident. Joe, there we go. So that is our chat with Josh. Proper Arsenal fan, wearing the jersey, but not too confident going into it. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
Yeah, so Josh, you will be facing off against Nathaniel Chalobah, who I think joins us just now. Nathaniel, having heard Josh there, he's not too confident. Are you confident? Nathaniel, I don't know whether you can or cannot hear me, but Josh is saying he's not very confident going into this game. Are you confident? I think we're struggling to hear Nathaniel and Josh just now. Nevertheless, we also have Harry Pinero on the stream as well with us.
I can't hear him.
Harry, how are you feeling about this game? Nathaniel Chalobah versus Josh Franceschi.
I'm feeling really good about it because, like you guys have both said, we haven't seen Josh play. But Chalobah's a football player, and I'm guessing he should be good at the game. But it'll be good to see how these lot play, especially after that first game, because that first game was incredible. I feel like great way to start it off. So yeah, it should be good, Smithy, man.
Yeah, it should be good. Nathaniel, I know we're having a few technical issues, but obviously this is a huge production going on, everyone from their living room. So massive shout out to everyone working behind the scenes. I believe you can hear me, Nathaniel. Have you got me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so you heard what Josh had to say. So I've seen you at a few FIFA events. So we've interviewed each other before, or I've interviewed you. Sorry about your love for FIFA. So what are you like at the game? Give us an insight into what level you're at.
I won't lie. I'm not very good. I play with my mates like every now and then when they come round, but I won't say I'm good at the game. Today you probably see a lot of possession, and that's about it. Hopefully.
Who's the best at Watford? Would you say at FIFA 20?
I'm not sure. A lot of the lads don't play all the time, but I know like Adam Messina plays quite a bit.
Okay.
Kiko Feminia, they're always playing when we're going to like meals and things like that. So I'll probably say one of them two.
And just finally, it's an interesting match this because this is one that a lot of us are struggling to call. Do you know anything about your opponent, Josh? Have you seen him play? What are you taking from this game? Predictions going into it?
No idea. I'll be honest with you, no idea. But I'll do my best.
Okay, love that. Right, guys, before we get into the game, this is traditional on the EPL Invitational. I've got some questions in front of me just to quiz you about your knowledge of FIFA 20. So how it's going to work, Josh, I'm going to ask you 5 questions all related to FIFA 20, Arsenal-related questions to see how many you can get. Then Nathaniel will have 5. Are you ready for this, Josh?
Sure.
Okay, first up, who is the highest-rated player at Arsenal according to FIFA 20?
Bamyang.
Straight in. 1 out of 1 it is. Aubameyang with an 88 rating. Do you think they've got that right for you, Josh?
Hands down, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, easy one. Next up. You're up against Nathaniel Chalobah and Watford, of course. But who do you think is Watford's highest rated player according to FIFA 20?
I don't know. Maybe Ben Foster.
It's not. It's Abdoulaye Doucouré. So that is 1 out of 2. Next question. Who has the best passing rating in the Arsenal team?
Mesut.
It is Mesut. So that is correct.
Ozil.
2 out of 3. Next up, both Aubameyang and Lacazette have 85 shooting. Which player has the better finishing stat on FIFA 20? Better finishing, Aubameyang or Lacazette?
I'd assume Aubameyang.
It is Aubameyang, doing very well so far. And lastly, which English player who currently plays for Watford has also played for Arsenal?
Plays for what?
So Watford player used to play for Arsenal. Who is it?
I'm not about to play him, am I?
No, it is Danny Welbeck is the answer.
Oh, Danny Welbeck, of course. Oh, I've an absolute Western there.
Western Super.
Oh, mate.
One of them that when I said it, you knew it, of course.
Yeah, of course. I don't know why
So you did score 3 out of 5. So you're pretty happy with that? 3 out of 5, Josh?
It's average, isn't it? So a bit like my FIFA playing. So it's all good.
Okay, straight in, Nathaniel. Let's see if you can beat 3. Ismaila Sarr is a lightning quick winger, but who do you think is faster, Sarr or Pepe, according to FIFA 20?
I'd have to say Sarr.
Correct. Pepe 91, Sarr 94. So off to a flyer. We know that both teams have some very strong players in the form of Troy Deeney and Said Kolasinac. But who do you think is stronger on FIFA, Kolasinac or Deeney?
Deeney.
It is 2 out of 2. Kolasinac 90, Deeney 91. It was a tough question, but you came through it. Next one. Best dribbling on the Watford team. Who do you reckon?
Delafeu.
I've got to say, absolutely smashing this. 3 out of 3. You only need 1 more to beat Josh's score. We're talking about strongest players. We'll talk weak players now, Nathaniel. On the Watford team, who is weaker out of Domingos Quina or Tom Cleverley?
Domingos Quina.
Why are you laughing?
Because he's my mate and he's not going to be happy to hear that.
So he's your mate. He's not going to be happy. But do you think they've got that right? Do you think it is Domingos Quina?
Probably.
I can tell you it is right. It is Domingos Quina, 42. It is 4 out of 4. You've won the quiz. This for a clean sweep. Watford have 2 very experienced goalkeepers, as we know. But who has the better reflexes out of Ben Foster or Gomez? So Ben Foster, Aurelio Gomez, better reflexes. Ooh. This is tight as well.
It's a tricky one. I'm gonna have to go Aurelio Gomez, you know.
I can confirm it is not Aurelio Gomez, it is Ben Foster, but it didn't matter because you've scored 4 out of 5. Josh scored 3 out of 5. Nathaniel, you've won the quiz. Does that give you added confidence going into the game?
Not, well, I don't know. I might. It depends how Josh is seeing this at the minute.
Fair play. Okay, over to Harry. Harry, good quiz that. Very competitive, but Nathaniel just slightly edges it.
Yeah, good start. Good start. I think for me, Nathaniel knows his football stuff, but let's see how that transcends on the pitch. I think they're going to start now. Yeah, so we're going to start. The game now. Just want to ask some questions.
Yeah, so what you want me to click play match?
Yes. That would be right,
okay,
Josh.
I'm doing that now.
So Nathaniel, Your
Cheers.
go-to player
Good luck,
on
Josh,
Ultimate
mate.
Team players. Nathaniel, did you hear that question? Oh, Nathaniel can't hear it. All right, let me ask Josh a question then. Who's your go-to team on FIFA? And you can't say Arsenal.
Oh,
Okay.
So the game is about to get underway, Harry. As you can see, it is, of course, Arsenal against Watford. The Battle of London Colney, of course. Both of them train next to each other. Arsenal and Watford's be interesting to see who wins this. We've seen one game so far. Joe, kick us off, mate, for game 2 of day 1.
Yeah, here we go then. Arsenal versus Watford, a hotly contested game. As we said at the start, this is a knockout tournament, so you only get one shot at glory here. It's our first celebrity player as well in Josh Franceschi stepping up against Nathaniel Chalobah. Earlier, we saw Neil Maupay absolutely blow John McGinn out of the water. Nathaniel as well, coming into this, was talking about how he's going to play a little. And I think we can see how he's going to play early doors, Adam. Very much keep ball.
Yeah, as you said, of course, worth pointing out, Josh Franceschi, one of 2 celebrity players. He is, of course, from Yumi at 6, who we all know. Big Arsenal fan, he said. Went to Arsenal since he was 6 months old. He's a season ticket holder. He's wearing the Arsenal kit now as well. And he's had some limited experience with FIFA, he said. He has played in tournaments before. But both of them very modest in their own assessment. I don't think either of them would call themselves favourites for this tournament. So this is a game that is very, very tough to call, as we say, because neither of them talking themselves out too much before this game. And we have our first booking, Joe, from the game.
Yeah, indeed. Of course, just a quick reminder that this is 85 mode, which brings everybody across to the same levels as statistics. Here's a chance for Josh.
Uber.
1-0 up. Yeah, Emerick Aubameyang, his favourite player, scoring early doors, just 8 minutes into the game. Fantastic start for Josh. Smithy, what a start that is.
Josh.
well, you know, you just got to play up to Bammy out top, and he doesn't miss when he gets in those positions, does he? Calm, composed.
You spoke about him before the game, of course. You're a big Aubameyang fan. Favourite Arsenal player currently, is he for you?
Yeah, country mile. I'll be absolutely devastated if he goes, because I think we need somebody like him in the team. Oh, well done,
Here's a
Leno.
chance for
Oh, indeed, Joe.
burst through. Ooh, good goalkeeping by Bernd Leno, though. Josh needs to stay concentrated. We know that Nathaniel plays a bit of FIFA. Harry, what have you made of the game so far?
Very, very good game so far. It looks very, very attacking based. Nathaniel's done what he said he's going to do, be very possession based, but Josh looks like he's going to pick him off.
No way.
Oh no, it looks like, okay, could be a free kick here. So this could be a big chance for Nathaniel here. But Joe, this has been a good start to the game so far.
Take these things.
Yeah, great chance here. Nathaniel Chalobah over the ball. Not overly convinced about how to take free kicks on the new version of FIFA. He's gone short. Here's a chance for Chalobah, but he has blazed it just over the bar. It's a very open game so far. Lots of attacking football between these two. Obviously, Josh.
Yeah, good
What have you
question.
made of the start of this game?
Yeah, it's been good, Joe. I think we're going to see goals in this. I hate making predictions too early because what will tend to happen is I make a prediction and the exact opposite happens. But I've got a feeling we're going to see a few goals in here. And we did see goals in this match when Arsenal and Watford met, of course, at Vicarage Road. They played once this season. And that was, of course, 2-2. I don't know if you remember, but Watford came back from 2-0 down from that game. Arsenal had a lot of chances which they didn't convert. And it was a very, very classic game, 2-2. Loads of chances in that match. So I think we're going to see a fair few goals in this one, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. Josh has started really positively here. I think a lot is expected of these celebrity players. But, you know, they're not footballers, and footballers tend to have very specific styles when they play FIFA, and a lot of it is controlling the ball, keeping the ball. Nathaniel Chalobah said pre-game that he was planning on just keeping hold of the ball, plenty of possession. And you can see that bearing fruit here, really.
They're saying it's very, very even. They also say that Josh has got a secret weapon with a Aubameyang. Oh, what a ball that is, actually, from Nathaniel. But a lot of them are... Ooh, close one. But a lot of them are saying there's going to be a lot of goals in there. I think if Nathaniel scores another... We're going to have a 6-goal thriller, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, I think we could have a fair few more goals in this game. Just overcomplicating it a little bit, Arsenal at the moment. The winner of this game will go through to play either Dwight McNeil or Fredericks in that Burnley team. Sterling play Wilfred Zaha as Man City take on Crystal Palace. One that everybody wants to see, Todd Cantwell will be getting game time. Here's Arsenal bursting through, a little bit unlucky there. And, of course, the other game we're going to be looking at is Reece James versus Andre Gomez as Chelsea face off against Everton. Are there any games in particular, Harry, that you're looking forward to from that set of fixtures?
Well, I'm really just trying to see Todd Cantwell play. And I think that's my main thing. But it will be good to see all the other, players. Haven't seen a lot of players play, so this will be very good for me to see, Joe. But, yeah, really looking forward to see Todd Cantwell play, man.
Yeah, we know Josh Franceschi. There we are, actually, half-time in this game then. 2-1 to Arsenal. Smithy, do you just want to get the players' thoughts?
Yeah, OK, let's come to you first, Josh. A close game. I think your body language says it all. It's a very tight game, this, Josh, isn't it? What do you make your assessment of your own first-half performance, mate?
Well, all I'm going to say is I'm stressed, like really stressed. And to be honest, Leno's got me out of jail a few times with some big saves. So I don't think this is over as far as I'm concerned. I've got to make sure I'm on it in the second half.
Nathaniel, very much in the game still, only 2-1. Are you going to make any changes for the second half now you've seen how your opposition plays?
I should really. They're very counter-attacking and the pace is killing me at the minute, so I might have to try and get them going back the other way.
Are you confident you can turn this round, though?
Yeah, I hope so.
There we go. Josh, you look very stressed. Josh looks very stressed. You're winning 2-1. Yeah, I think you can relax a little bit at the minute. You look like this is really taking its toll. It's very competitive. It's what we like to see from not just our footballers, but from our celebrity fans as well.
This is stressful.
There we go. No, perfect. No, Joe, something tells me I think Josh is a little bit stressed.
I think he might be a little bit stressed as well. But, there's still 45 minutes left in this game for Nathaniel Chalobah to turn it around. Plenty of time to make some substitutions, get on the front foot. He was talking there about how counter-attacking Arsenal have been, and they really have used the pace of Gabriel Martinelli, Nicolas Pepe and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang going forward to great effect. Obviously, Martinelli getting the goal to put them in front at 2-1 with that fantastic little turn. Like we said earlier, though, there is tough games coming up for whoever wins this game. Here's another chance for Arsenal, but just overcomplicating a little bit. There are tough games coming up. Arsenal or Watford, the winner of this game, will face off against Burnley or West Ham, the winner of the next game, which is Dwight McNeil versus Ryan Fredericks. We've heard really good things about Dwight, and Arsenal got a great chance here. Very close.
Oh, you've got to score that.
Here's a chance. Saka. Oh, Bukayo Saka has to do a little bit better than that, Harry.
Is he onside?
Oh.
Woo! So I could get away there.
Really good football being played here between Arsenal and Watford. Josh Franceschi, maybe a little bit of an upset, would you say here, Smithy, given that Nathaniel is the footballer?
Yeah, I don't know. I think what was interesting,
That's
Joe,
harsh.
chatting to both players before, is that they were both, yeah, there you go, that's harsh, he says, is that I think they were both very honest about their levels. I think they're both two very competent FIFA players, but neither of them would describe them as a favourite to win the whole tournament. So we did say from the start this was a game that we were very much looking forward to, quite simply because we couldn't predict the outcome. And I think what's interesting is that this is such a brilliant tournament that the Premier League and everyone involved has organised, because it's so quick, it's so fast that one game, that's all it takes. One game lost and you're out. And the winner of this game, as you quite rightly said, will play the winner of Burnley, West Ham. And of course, Dwight McNeil representing Burnley is another player I don't think we've given enough credit to, Joe. We spoke to him earlier on in the season, and we know for a fact that he's very knowledgeable of that game, very honest as well. He actually said to me he should be slower on FIFA as his in-game player, which was very honest for a player to say. But I think Dwight McNeil is going to be another player that's got a lot in his locker in this competition.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that statement. There are some massive names, of course, competing in this tournament. Just to run you through a few that you might have missed, we've got Reece James, Zaha, Andre Gomez. Representing Leicester will be Wilfred Ndidi. He's got a tough game against Diogo Jota as well. Tottenham being represented by the likes of Moussa Sissoko, Newcastle, Christian Atsu. Here's a chance for Arsenal, though, and it's another goal for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The danger man strikes Josh's favourite player. Really good goal, Smithy.
Yeah, great goal. And of course, it's that game again, that man again, Aubameyang. Josh, he said he's your favourite player. He said he was the highest rated player for Arsenal on the game, and it's your favourite player who's done the business for you in this game.
Well, look, just like in real life, he's pretty much carried Arsenal this season. He's doing it for me now as well.
Yeah, Arsenal now 3-1 up, playing pretty well at the moment, Josh. There's plenty of game time left, though, for Nathaniel Chalobah to try and turn it around. If we also saw Neil Maupay dispatch of John McGinn earlier. What have you made of these guys' level compared to Neil?
Yeah, I think this has been the thing about the first game we saw is that it was so one-sided. Another chance, so one-sided, Joe. I think it was 4-0 after 30, 40 minutes. So we sort of perceived the outcome that was coming at that stage. We knew that it would be a monumental effort for John McGinn to turn it around. Neil Maupay did win 6-1. Worth pointing out, John McGinn did make 3 substitutions at the half-time stage, and he changed his formation. And obviously only lost the second half 2-1. So credit to John for turning it around slightly. But there was only going to be one winner. What I like about this game is, although it's 3-1, I still feel like there's more goals than this. And there's not a lot in it between the two players. Very competitive. So it's very tough to call an outcome at this stage with only 66 minutes on the clock as we rejoin the game. So, yeah, all to play for in the final stages, Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Harry, what are the people at home saying in the comments? We seem to have lost Harry yet again. Apologies for any technical issues. Obviously, we are all doing this from our lounges. We're trying our best. It's never going to be easy. But we have seen 4 goals in this game, 7 goals in the first game. And our first substitution of this one, both sides making a double change there. Torreira is coming on for Mesut Ozil, looking to protect that lead by the looks of it. And and then Andre Gray has come on for Troy Deeney, and Nathaniel Chalobah has brought himself on for Will Hughes, hoping to get a goal out of his own player potentially there. But at the moment, Arsenal remain in control of the game, Smithy.
Yeah, Nathaniel, just seeing double substitution from yourself. You brought yourself on to turn the game around, I see.
Yeah, try and put a little bit of power in the midfield, hopefully. Can't get close to anyone there.
Hello, can you hear me?
What is that?
Love it. Nathaniel subbed himself on. Bit of
really
power in the midfield, he said.
Hello, hello, hello.
I think we've got Harry back.
Harry Pereiro back in the building.
Oh yes, I'm back. Technical issues, but yeah, a lot of the fans are saying that Josh has got an amazing front three, and that's paying dividends at the moment. Aubameyang obviously causing all the problems, and it seems to be the decider here actually in this game, because it has been very even, as you guys have said, especially Joe anyway.
Yeah, 15 minutes left to play in this one. 15 minutes for Nathaniel Chalobah to stop his exit from the EPL Invitational tournament. But Josh is playing some beautiful football at the moment. Nathaniel looking to hit him on the break right now. As we said, he's in though. Nathaniel Chalobah is through one-on-one with Ismaila Sarr. He's took it around the keeper, and he does.
Come on, let's go.
Makes for an interesting last 15 minutes, Harry.
Nathaniel, talk us through
3-2.
that goal. Nathaniel.
Nah, we need a better pace. They're hurting us going the other way with Aubameyang and Martinelli. So I had to put Ismaila Sarr up top, put Andre Gray next to him, and try and get them going the other way as well.
And
Okay, well, you
an
just
absolute 13 minutes left to play in this game, and only 1 goal in it. Of course, if it does end as a draw, it will go to the golden goal format, won't it, Smiths?
Yes, it will. Yeah, just a reminder that any game that isn't finished after 90 minutes, as Joe said, will go to golden goal. And there's another chance for Watford. This is a big moment in the game, Joe.
Goal! Gerard. Delafeu has brought it back level 3-0.
Look at the celebrations
around at the Emirates. Look at the celebrations from Nathaniel Chalobah, Harry.
Nathaniel, I always knew there was something about you that was special. So listen, talk us through that, because listen, it was 3-1. Some people thought you was down and out. You've brought it back. Where's your head at now?
I've got to close it up, mate. This is the problem. Look. That's the thing. They've got too much pace going up top.
Arsenal. Oh, that forward line has killed Nathaniel Chalobah today. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang gets his hat-trick. Fantastic ball. Josh, talk us through that goal.
I can't talk right now. Just got to try and not absolutely spoon this one away. Just had to play him
He's so
through.
stressed, Joe. Josh seems he said he was stressed pre-match. He said he was stressed at half-time. He looks even more stressed. But Josh, as things stand, representing his beloved Arsenal, the team that he's been a season ticket holder for since he went to his first game at 6 months old, is currently doing his team proud. Winning 4-3 going into the dying minutes, Joe.
Not long to go now. Last 5 minutes. Nathaniel needs to get the ball upfield, start flooding some players forward. Like I Said earlier, the game goes to golden goal if it ends as a draw. But at the moment, Josh is going through to face either Dwight McNeil or Ryan Fredericks. The substitutions have really worked for Nathaniel Chalobah. That bit of extra pace up top. Here's a chance for Sarr, but he can't get there.
What are you doing there?
What? No. It's all getting a bit scrappy at the back here for Arsenal. Andre Gray.
Aye!
In the chance, Nathaniel Chalobah. This is a one-on-one, a massive chance, that one, Harry.
This game has to be the best game so far. I mean, it's been end-to-end from start to finish. That was a very, very key chance. I did say it's a game of chances that need to be taken, and it's clear that they haven't been taking all of the chances.
Ryan Frederick, stay tuned on this stream to watch that game later. I'm pretty sure Josh would have got a bit of confidence from that, though, beating his first footballer, Smiths.
Yeah, we can show you what that means, just give you confirmation of everything so far. For those of us joining us and those of us who've been privileged to watch that last game, this is what it means to the tournament. As I say, 7 goals in both opening 2 games. No pressure for our next 2 players. Neil Mopai, the standout player so far of the tournament. He dispatched of John McGinn from Aston Villa in a 6-1 victory. 4-0 up very early on in that game as well. And we've just seen Josh Franceschi beating Nathaniel Chalobah 4-3. Very narrow game. Half a for Nathaniel Chalobah. That is Watford and Aston Villa's tournament over. Our next 2 games of the day, our last 2 remaining round 1 fixtures are Burnley against West Ham and Bournemouth against Southampton. So we can see what it means for the wider draw. As we said, 8 teams play a round 1 fixture. The remaining 12 go straight into the last 16. So 2 games that have been decided. Brighton and Arsenal. Congratulations to both those 2 teams. Now, this is our next matchup. Dwight McNeil is the player that we represent in Burnley, and he'll go up against Ryan Fredericks of West Ham. Of course, they've met in this season already on the pitch. Let's see how they get on playing FIFA. I think this is going to be a very exciting game, and I think Dwight McNeil's slight favourite, Joe, for that one.
Yeah, there's been a bit of chat, hasn't there, online about how Dwight McNeil could be a dark horse coming into this game. But having said that, let's put some respect on Ryan Fredericks' name. It's